Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're going to be jumping in to Warhammer preview for Warcry. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Warhammer preview. Kruleboyz unleash dirty tricks and simian scoundrels in Warcry. After the Seraphon temple ship known as the Eye of Chotek crashed into Gur, the Gnarlwood became one of the most violent places in the entire realm. The writhing jungle is home to carnivorous plants and feral monsters that prey on the warbands drawn in by the promise of powerful arcane relics. This savage dominion is of particular interest to the monster hunters of the mortal realms, from the supercilious Askurgian Trueblades to the deranged royal beast slayers. These warbands have fresh competition on the horizon as they're about to be joined by a cadre of particularly pernicious poachers. Alright, so here we can see our first look at the new warband. So very cool, definitely some kruleboyz, and they have some buddies to join them. So I do like that they're kind of incorporating like the beasts along with them. That is pretty neat. Now it does just look like they're showing off a warband here. This does not look like it is the beginning of the new season. So we'll have to see a little more on that. The monster killers are kruleboyz who hunt, kill, and capture the most formidable monsters in the mortal realms in order to stock the stables of the Beastbreaker tribes with vicious war beasts. Any pets that don't survive the brutal taming process become stylish pelts and trophies instead. Who says orcs don't recycle? So really cool. Definitely liking the overall look of these guys and the little theme behind them. We see like all the little skull helmets on these bros. He is obviously a little reminiscent of like the 40k. I think it's like the Beastmaster or something like that. He's got like the giant skull on like one shoulder and everything. I really like them. They definitely look good. A Howry trophy-laden beast mob leads each monster killer band, bringing years of experience, a bag of tricks, and a terrible trident. These orcs take pride in trapping their quarry alive, but know better than to take the Gur's most ornery alpha predators as full-grown adults. Instead, they plot to snatch their eggs and grab their young, stealing away the more easily tamed offspring. Such plans rely on the kruleboyz' love of traps and duplicitous tactics as they kick off a cunning diversion, while disposable clutcher grots or tamed gnarlwood howlers clamber into the nest and fish out eggy treasure. The rambunctious boyz are particularly well versed at drawing attention, slamming out uneven beasts, and hollering a mix of animal cries to distract and deafen monsters. So pretty cool. Okay, I see what's going on now. He is obviously snatching an egg. That is what was going on there. I was kind of confused what he was holding. The actual knob looks awesome. Definitely a big fan of that model. Curious just how big he's going to be next to something else. And then we see a couple of these guys. Definitely look savage. I do like the pose on these. Very cool. I'm liking that they are incorporating like some more like wild animals into Warcry as well. I definitely like the savage kind of wild theme going on there. And then here's the meat of the warband. So we see a bunch of like the lizardmen skulls on there. Pretty cool. Some pretty serious scars. He appears to be like a musician. Really cool. Definitely a fan of these. They are pretty awesome. Neck slicers use these distractions to beset foes with their beast sticker harpoons, bone hackers, and smashers. These massive weapons are meant for crippling prize monsters, but the ruthless orcs have no compunction about turning them on weaker opponents with deadly results. As well as taking part in the shadowed skirmishes in the Gnarlwood, these orcs will also be usable in Orc Warclan's armies in Warhammer Age of Sigmar. The Ravening Ruin has lots more in store for fans of Warcry in this coming month, so keep an eye on Warhammer community for more news. You can check out the rest of today's reveals right here. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now, back to the video. Okay, so they did say the Ravening Ruin. So this furthers my idea that there is still a possibility that Warcry is actually going to stay in the kind of like Gnarlwood setting and further go into like the Seraphon spaceship and potentially explore like the inside of the Eye of Chotek rather than continuing on the path with Sigmar, which has now gone into the Tundra. So I could be wrong on this. Again, this is still completely my theory, but I have a feeling that we're actually going to be going to like an indoor setting inside of the Eye of Trotek, inside the crashed lizardman spaceship. And I really hope that is the case. I don't have any leaks or anything like that. It's just my idea because I feel like we led up this entire season and it felt like we were going to get these awesome Seraphon ruins and this cool new terrain and potentially that indoor setting. And we just never quite got there. So I'm still ambitious that it's actually going to drag over into this season and we're going to kind of see a split away from Warcry and Sigmar taking place in the exact same setting at the exact same time. So that is just fully speculation on my part. We'll see what happens in the coming weeks or months. Let me know what you think down below. What do you think of the new Warband? What do you think of my theory? Would you like to see that come true? Or are you just ready to progress on and just don't worry about the giant spaceship that the whole season was based off of? Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. Special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the video. Check them out. Link in the description to save 15%. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and I really like the look of these guys. And I'm out of here.